Glad to have you with us from Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch a game. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum and all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The Demon Deacons offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at him and gashing him right out the gates.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. The run inside. It's Wiggins. Maybe a crease. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
So Purdue's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Townsend. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. You just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
From the gun on third down, Lopez. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time.
Punt, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Purdue! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll start the return inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Now Now for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lopez lets it fly. He's got it. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Tight end now in motion. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. There's no real good spot on the field for a roughing the kicker penalty, but I'd say putting the offense in the red zone is extra bad. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Well, the defense is fat. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Lopez to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. The 40. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. throwing, Lopez. Here's a heat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Trying to pick up a first down. And they can't make the connection on third down. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Hand off from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Purdue! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tagged.
It'll be third and long. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Going deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete in the middle. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Gibson. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Gibson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Lopez. The short hands. It's Davis. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Lopez to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Again, it's Lopez. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Lopez to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his target down the middle. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the field goal unit is on the field. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On target over the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
Got his man on the right. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. The offense changing the play. Throwing, Lopez. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Lopez wants to fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Lopez to the air again. Punts it out of the air. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Pulls it in, it's Davis. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Again, it's Lopez. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The RPO, it's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Demon Deacons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. It's complete to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Boilermakers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Under fire. And down he goes.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be brought down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Boilermakers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Boilermakers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play-action fake. Makes a catch. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Here's Gibson. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Lopez. He's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. That is the senior time. who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Lopez to pass. Makes the grab. It's Davis. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Man, that is such great third.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Lopez to the air again. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Boilermakers are facing third and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the option. He'll toss it. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. The Boilermakers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Here's Lopez to throw. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Got it off the tip. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. This offense plenty happy.